What's up, Fever Nation? Well, the schedule is out, and the Fever are playing all 44 games on TV in some capacity, one way or the other, nationally televised. Why is that? Because the marketers looked at the numbers and they saw it is a better deal for them, advertisers, and all of the above when the Fever is playing, when CC is on the floor. What does that mean for you, Kathy, and the owners? If you all want to make some money this year, she's already got everybody's salaries boosted up. That's why y'all are getting all this money y'all getting. It's time to show some appreciation. I'm not saying play her soft. I'm not saying play the Fever soft. I'm just saying play it square. Good, hard, tough, fought competition. Okay? That's all the people want to see. Not all this foolishness. Kathy, get your officials in check this season. Get your officials in check. Call the game the way they need to call the game so you can keep your all-stars healthy throughout the entire season. Kathy, the preseason would be the perfect time to set the tone and let these players know what the regular season is going to look like. Clean it up starting in the preseason. Don't let all those silly contact fouls be overlooked this season like you all have done for the past 2 seasons. It has been blatantly obvious to everyone watching the game, whether you're a Fever fan or not. Kelsey Plum had some complaints about the officiating last season, and other players did as well. Nafisa Collier. Everyone was complaining about the officiating last season, especially your superstars. Kathy, you have to protect your superstars. People come to see them play, not see these coaches on the sideline walk up and down the sideline like they know what they're doing. People come to see the players. Kathy, the players. You have to make sure they're on the floor the entire season. Non-contact injuries notwithstanding, you must do what is required to keep your all-stars, your Team USA players, on the floor this entire 44-game season. Okay, Fever Nation, let's shift to training camp. Have y'all noticed what rookies have been getting all the attention in camp so far? I haven't seen a lot of press and coverage on Justine Passat. They have only been talking about their one-dimensional 10th pick, Raven Johnson. I have nothing against Raven Johnson, but are you really going to have a one-dimensional player on your roster? Each of them have their strengths. One person's strength is the other person's weakness. What do you mean by that? I'm glad you asked. Raven Johnson is known for defense only, not shooting. Justine Passat is known for shooting, not great defense. She can play defense, but not great defense to the level of a Raven Johnson. How are you going to spread the floor when you go back on the offensive end? It's not football. You can't put your offense on the field and your defense on the field separately. In transition, you go from offense to defense to offense. And that's going to happen pretty quickly. Raven is going to have to learn how to shoot. If you're going to put Raven on the regular season roster, then Justine Passat needs to be there. I don't know what y'all thinking about Amber Cox, Kelly Croscock. You all have to make the right decision with this. Don't make this about no DEI. This is about putting the players on the floor that's going to help this team win games. Kelly, Amber, Stephanie. I hope this roster isn't about fulfilling some type of secret quota. You need to put the best 12 you have in camp on the regular season roster, no matter who they are. Don't try to squeeze a square peg into a round hole, trying to put somebody on the floor that should not be there. It is rumored that Justine Passat is already on your developmental roster, and you all even haven't played a preseason game. Don't try to squeeze this other rookie, y'all 10th pick, on this roster without people seeing what she can actually do at this level. To date, all of Raven's accomplishments have been in college at the NCAA level. She has no minutes logged, just like all the other rookies. She has nothing logged at the pro level. We need to see what she's going to look like in the preseason. I don't know how many games there are, but that's what preseason is for. Ladies, Don't you understand? It's for evaluation and assessment of your rookies. Should they be on your roster or should you move them to developmental? It is more likely that Raven will last on your developmental roster than get moved to another team. Justine Passat, on the other hand, teams want a shooter. That is without question. You all better get that together, Stephanie, Amber, Kelly. Don't make this about no quota. Memo to Herb Simon. Please go by Gamebridge and step in Kelly's, Amber, and drag Stephanie in the office and find out what are they cooking up. Because these two things have to happen. One, it has to yield winning results. Two, it has to put butts in the seats. The fans are not happy about what they think is going to unfold. So it would be best if you, Herb, went in there and asked them straight up, what are y'all cooking up? Because if it don't sound right, Herb, it's not going to yield revenues, something the WNBA knows absolutely nothing about since its inception. You better go get a handle on this, Herb, because if they pick that final roster and y'all don't sell out these games, you got 44 games, Herb. All games, your entire season is going to be televised. And the last thing you need are disgruntled fans and a disgruntled fan base, because 3 women concocted a scheme to jack up this roster to try to squeeze one player on this roster and overlook obvious other talent that they also drafted. Fever Nation, because it appears that the roster has already been chosen, I'm going to give you my 12 that I think they should pick or they should leave on the roster. It's all debatable, Fever Nation. We still have the preseason to determine who should actually be on the roster and who shouldn't. If you agree with me, subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's start from the bottom up. Let's start from the inside out. You keep Aaliyah Boston and Damaris Dantas. Now, I thought Dantas' signing was a little too fast. Matter of fact, until they signed her, I forgot she was on the team last season. No shade at Dantas, but she struggled defensively last year playing that position. That's why her minutes shrunk in the playoffs, because she could not defend like we needed her to. Let's keep it moving. The forwards. So we're going to keep Aaliyah and Damaris because they've already signed her. That could have been a nice, that would have taken a lot of pressure off the front office to squeeze somebody on this roster if they wouldn't have signed Dantas, but they made Dantas a priority. Keeping it moving. The forwards. You keep all of the forwards on this list right here. You keep them all. Sophie, Monique, Maisha, Justine, and Michaela. You keep all of them. There's no one on there that needs to be off of this roster. They give you height, shooting ability, and a lot of options on both ends of the floor in the event of foul trouble to maybe one of your bigs. Who is this? Damaris is 6'4", and so is, I think, Monique and Passat is 6'4". So that gives you latitude to make some changes and adjustments defensively should Boston get in foul trouble. And while you may lose a banger in the middle, you do open up the outside with one or two of those players. Now, on the guards, it's already obvious. We're keeping Caitlin, Kelsey, Lexi. I want to add Tyasha Harris because she has played the position at the pro level before. The rest of these players, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, Raven Johnson, Jessica Timmons, Megan McConnell, Kayana Traylor, they all need to be battling for that 12th spot. Now, if you ask the front office, they already have Raven on the roster, and it sounds like it's rumored that they already have Justine on the developmental roster, which makes absolutely no sense. Somebody got to step in on this and flip this script, because they're going to jack up this roster trying to put somebody on the team that has not proven themselves. We need to see if y'all want to make this young lady, Raven, the point guard. Let's see it. Let's see it in the preseason. She has to demonstrate that. We know her defensive ability, at least in the college level. We don't know what it's going to look like at the pro level. but let's see in the preseason. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.